Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Yeah, always great to be back.
You know, we help you learn English by talking about some of the best sports stories.
And some wild ones, some real nail-biters.
We got one of those for you today.
Oh, yeah.
From the world of cricket.
Bib match.
The first test between South Africa and Sri Lanka.
Just finished.
This past Saturday.
Down in Durban.
So, imagine.
Okay, I'm imagining.
A young bowler.
Okay.
Just 24 years old.
Wow, young.
Completely dominant.
Oh, I love it already.
Almost single-handedly wins the match for his team.
All right, so what happened? I'm ready.
That's the story we're unpacking today.
Can't wait. You know, and what makes it even more interesting is what this win means for South Africa. For the World Test Championship.
Yeah.
They needed this one to keep their hopes up.
To make it to the final.
Exactly.
Big stakes.
Oh, yeah, they delivered.
Big time.
Thanks to that bowler.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's Durban, South Africa.
Beautiful Durban.
November 30th, 2024.
Got it.
Tension is high.
Of course.
South Africa
Yep.
and Sri Lanka.
Locked in this intense test match.
I know a lot of you out there watching this.
Yeah.
You're cricket fans.
Diehards.
But for those who might be newer to the sport,
Right.
let's quickly break down why this match was so important.
All right, so going into this test,
Yeah?
South Africa had everything to play for.
They had to win.
If they lost,
Yeah.
it would have been a real setback for their championship hopes.
And Sri Lanka.
Oh, they were ready.
Really?
The underdogs, for sure.
Right.
But definitely came to play determined
I see.
to pull off an upset.
Wow.
So the stakes were high.
From the very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And right away, things got interesting. Sri Lanka, in their first innings,
Okay.
bowled out
What?
for a crazy low
How
score.
low are we talking?
42 runs.
42. You're kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. That's almost unheard of.
Yeah, their lowest ever test score.
You said it. A real blow. Right from the start.
And who is at the heart of this Sri Lankan collapse?
You're going to tell me it's the bowler?
Yeah.
The 24-year-old.
A young South African bowler named Marco Jansen.
Okay, I was waiting for that name.
He was on fire.
So tell me about it. How did he play?
He bowled with incredible accuracy,
Nice.
aggression,
Love it.
ripped through Sri Lanka's batting lineup.
Wow.
But what really impressed me
What's that?
was how he used the crease,
Okay, I'm listening.
varied his angle of attack, kept the Sri Lankan batsman guessing.
Smart. And I bet he had a wicked swing.
Both ways. That was key.
Yeah, that's tough to face as a batsman.
He took 11 wickets in the match.
11.
Now,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know much about cricket,
All right.
imagine a pitcher in baseball
Okay, got it.
striking out almost every batter they face.
That's domination.
Total domination.
11 wickets is huge. But wait, how many were bowled? Like, hit the wickets directly? 5. That kind of accuracy. Under that pressure, at 24, amazing.
Puts him in the history books.
He's earned it. What a performance.
But
Yeah,
even with Jansen playing like that,
right.
Sri Lanka didn't just give up, did they?
Nah, I bet they didn't. They're fighters.
They showed incredible fighting spirit.
Especially in the second innings.
Yeah, Dinesh, chandimal,
Uh-huh.
and their captain,
Yes.
Dhananjaya da Silva,
Oh, I've heard of him.
both played crucial knocks.
They were trying to save the match.
Chandimal in particular.
Yeah.
He was effective against the short ball.
Interesting.
Used the pull shot really well.
Yeah.
Scored some boundaries.
Nice.
And Da Silva looked really solid at the crease.
Until what? He got out.
Yeah, unfortunately caught out.
Ah, too bad.
But for a while there, it seemed like Sri Lanka might stage a comeback.
They had their moments for sure. Chandimal especially. Battling against the odds.
A true warrior.
But every wicket
Yeah.
brought South Africa closer to victory.
And then, there it was, the final wicket,
The moment of truth.
South Africa's victory.
I can't wait to hear this.
Can you describe that final wicket for us?
Oh, I'm all ears.
It was picture perfect.
Okay.
Jansen again,
Of course it was.
bowling with pace,
Yep.
precision.
Beautiful.
He clean bowled asitha Fernando,
Wow.
meaning the ball hit the wickets
Directly.
without even touching the bat.
That's how you finish a match.
A fitting end.
To a match dominated by Jansen's bowling.
Absolutely.
What a story. That win gave South Africa their 4th test victory in a row.
4.
Really shows their strength as a team.
Definitely. They're looking like real contenders.
I was impressed by their captain.
Bavuma, yeah, me too.
Scored a century in the second innings.
True captain's knock.
Led from the front. inspired his team.
It was a masterclass, really.
Totally.
Perfect test match batting.
Especially when he came in. The match was still hanging in the balance.
Yeah.
Bavuma steadied the innings.
Beautiful.
So much patience, discipline.
Rotated the strike well.
And if there was a loose delivery,
Punished it.
every time.
And then there was Tristan Stubbs.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention him.
Also a century.
Great in innings.
But such a different style than bavuma.
How so?
All about power and aggression.
Electrified.
Right. Came in ready to attack.
Took those Sri Lankan bowlers to the cleaners.
Such amazing stroke play, hitting boundaries everywhere.
Bavuma's elegance and Stubbs' power
Fascinating contrast.
shows how versatile South Africa's batting lineup is.
Totally.
Having Bavuma anchor the innings
Yeah.
allowed Stubbs to play freely.
Exactly. And that was key to their victory.
Oh, absolutely.
And we can't forget Keshav Maharaj.
The spinner,
Yeah, maybe not as flashy as Jansen.
but still crucial,
He kept a lid on Sri Lanka's scoring.
especially in their second innings.
So accurate.
Double variations.
Made it tough for the Sri Lankan batsmen.
Maharaj bowled with control, created pressure.
Led to wickets.
Exactly.
A real team effort.
Batsmen and bowlers all contributed.
You mentioned Jansen's performance was historic.
Oh, yeah?
How do his stats compare to other greats in Durban?
His figures, 11 for 86.
Wow.
Second best in Durban's test history,
That's unbelievable.
especially for his age.
So young. And relatively inexperienced.
He's already up there with the legends.
Incredible.
Sign of his talent and potential.
He's got a bright future.
No doubt.
But let's talk about Sri Lanka for a moment.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that first innings was rough.
Definitely a collapse.
But they fought back in the second innings.
They did. Showed resilience.
What were some positives for them?
Well, they didn't give up.
Even with that huge deficit.
Came out swinging. Wanted to make a fight of it.
Yeah. They had some good individual performances too.
Chandimal's innings was inspiring.
Against a tough bowling attack.
Battled hard. And De Silva showed his skill too.
So even in defeat,
There were positives.
they have the talent to compete.
Absolutely.
They just need to be more consistent.
And avoid those big collapses.
Totally. I'm sure they'll be looking for revenge in the second test.
Oh, they'll be ready.
So what are your predictions for the second test?
It's tough to say. Cricket's full of surprises.
That's what makes it fun.
But based on this first test,
Yeah.
South Africa has the momentum.
They're playing with confidence.
Well-balanced team.
But Sri Lanka will want to prove themselves,
They'll be searching for any weaknesses.
trying to exploit them.
It's going to be a thrilling contest.
That's the beauty of Test cricket.
The back and forth.
The twists and turns.
You never know what's going to happen.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Exactly. Can't wait to see how this series unfolds.
Me too. But before we get to the second test,
Yeah,
let's take a minute to appreciate what this first test win means,
for South Africa.
especially for the World Test Championship. It's got to put them in a good spot for the championship standings, right?
Oh, definitely. They're sitting pretty high up there.
Yeah.
But you know the road to the final.
It's long.
It's long.
What are some of those hurdles they've got to get over?
Well, at the end of the year, early January,
Yeah.
2 test series against Pakistan.
Oh, tough opponent.
And on their home turf, too.
So those matches
A real test for them.
have their character and resilience.
So basically, they've got to win those matches.
If they want a shot at the title, it'd be a big statement.
What about Sri Lanka, though?
What about them?
How can they turn things around?
Well, they've got to be more consistent
Okay, consistent how?
with both bat and ball. You know that first innings collapse
Yeah, it was rough.
really set them back. They need to build those partnerships.
And stop losing so many wickets in clusters.
Exactly.
Any specific areas you see for improvement?
They struggled against Jansen's swing. Yeah, and that seam movement.
They've got to find a way to counter that.
Work on their technique.
Exactly.
And what about their bowling? What can they do
They need to create more chances.
to put pressure on South Africa's batsmen?
Yeah, and they need to take their chances. Be more clinical.
They had some good moments, but
It wasn't consistent enough.
so for Sri Lanka, a tall order,
It is.
but not impossible.
Not at all. They've got the talent. Just got to put it all together.
This first test, though, what a roller coaster.
Seriously.
We had brilliant individual performances,
Dramatic collapses.
moments of tension.
Glimpses of absolute brilliance.
That's Test cricket for you. So captivating.
I couldn't take my eyes away.
Yeah.
And now, on to the rest of the series.
Can't wait. I'm sure everyone watching is just as excited.
I know I am. You know, I really enjoyed this deep dive.
Me too. Great conversation. I think everyone learned a lot.
About cricket and about English.
That's what we're here for.
Learning English through sports. It's so much fun.
And it works.
It really does. And cricket, it's just perfect for this.
It's got that global appeal, a rich history.
So if you're trying to improve your English,
And you love sports.
make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
Come back for our next deep dive.
We've got more exciting stories to share.
More analysis.
More English learning fun.
So keep practicing your English and stay passionate about sports.
See you soon for another deep dive.
Goodbye, everyone.